The most expensive cars of 2021. 15. Maserati Mach-20. $200,000. Most expensive cars 2021. Maserati Mach-20 looks digital. Maserati's 2021 Mach-20 mid-engine sports car has a 630 HP twin-turbo V6 for now. In the future, we can expect an all-electric version of this two-seater coupe. Maserati has teamed up with an expert motorsport engineering company to build the Mach-20, giving it a carbon fiber structure and aluminum subframes that feel light as a feather and strong as iron. The Maserati Mach-20 has a top speed of over 200 miles per hour, or 321 kph, and its acceleration from 0-100 kph, 0-60 mph, is less than 3 seconds. 14. Bentley Flying Spur Speed. $215,000. Most expensive cars 2021. Bentley Flying Spur Speed looks digital. With the entry-level 500-level HP motor or the more amped-up 600-level motor, you'll find that this car is much more athletic and agile than you'd expect. For a car of its size, it whips around corners quite nicely. 207 miles per hour, or 330 kph, that's the claimed top speed for this expensive hypercar. Its acceleration, 3.7 seconds for 0-100 kph, 0-60 mph. 13. Aston Martin Lagonda EV. $250,000. Most expensive cars 2021. Aston Martin Lagonda EV looks digital. Its wind-whipped silhouette, its battery-powered Aston Rapid e-motor, that seeks to provide as much power as a V12, even its name. The Lagonda is a storied brand that Aston Martin has sought to popularize before, in the 30s and in the 80s. With this new EV sedan, they hope to cement its historic status. Rolls-Royce and Bentley have been rumored to be releasing competitors in the coming months, making this corner of the expensive supercar market one to watch over the next year. 12. Rolls-Royce Ghost. $315,000. Most expensive cars 2021. Rolls-Royce Ghost looks digital. For Rolls-Royce's entry in the sedan market, look no further than the 2021 update of their gorgeous Ghost model. A 563 HP 6.7L V12 powers the Ghost, allowing it an acceleration from 0-100 kph and 0-60 mph in 4.6 seconds. An all-wheel driving project allows for speedy steering, even with the bulk that the Ghost carries. Its road scanning camera also allows for easy sighting of potholes, allowing you the ability to be a more expert driver, as well. Its top speed is an electronically controlled 155 miles per hour, 249 kph. 11. Ferrari SF90 Stradale. $625,000. Most expensive cars 2021. Ferrari SF90 Stradale looks digital. To start off, the exterior of the extremely fast 2021 Ferrari SF90 Stradale just screams speed. With a flattened, streamlined aesthetic, this car will turn heads wherever it goes. It might come as a surprise, then, that the interior of this car is shockingly comfortable. Generally, speed and luxury don't go together. With a rip-roaring 986 horsepower, top speed of 340 kph, 311 mph, and 2.5 seconds to 100 kph, or 60 miles per hour, the Stradale redefines what's possible for a hybrid supercar. 10. Aston Martin Valhalla. $1,300,000. Most expensive cars 2021. Aston Martin Valhalla looks digital. Another in Aston Martin's lineup, sourcing names from the power and romance of Norwegian lore, 2021's Valhalla will also be the result of a collaboration between Aston Martin and the Red Bull Racing Team. Only 500 of these mid-engine hypercars will be made. Aston Martin has mentioned that the interior is filled with space-age elements and innovations that increase the feeling that this car is something incredibly new. The infotainment screen is in the middle of the steering wheel, so your eyes needn't wander. Button-dense dashes of the past have been replaced with an integrated band that seamlessly provides audio, ventilation, and lighting. 9. Mercedes-AMG 1. $2,700,000. Most expensive cars 2021 Mercedes-Benz AMG 1 looks digital. Though the production of this car has been delayed for several months, it's back on track. Project 1, as AMG engineers refer to it, is a go. The long-anticipated 2021 Mercedes-AMG 1 will be a 1000 HP F1-derived plug-in hybrid drivetrain, with an exceedingly quiet road presence. According to the Mercedes website, the claimed acceleration for this car is 0-200 kph, or 0-120 mph, in 6 seconds. A 1.6 LV6 hybrid petrol and 4 electric motors allow the AMG 1 a top speed of more than 350 km per hour, 217 miles per hour. 8. Koenigsegg Jesko. $3 million. Most expensive cars 2021 Koenigsegg Jesko looks digital. In a stark leap upward from Ferrari's Stradale, but, don't worry, this won't be the last Ferrari we see. The Jesko is our first expensive hypercar that goes for 7 figures. From a performance aspect, this makes sense. The Koenigsegg Jesko is also one of the fastest supercars in the world in 2021, which definitely goes a long way towards its sticker price. The Jesko Absolute reaches a top speed of 330 miles per hour, or 531 kph. As of now, we are still left to wonder about the breathtaking acceleration stats this powerful car must produce. 7. Gordon Murray T50. $3,080,000. Most expensive cars 2021 Gordon Murray T50 looks digital. The engineer of the McLaren F1, Gordon Murray, has been an exceptional automaker for 50 years. In his honor, Gordon Murray Automotive is building 100 road cars and 25 track-only vehicles for this anniversary hypercar. It'll have a 6-speed manual gearbox, a small, powerful, and naturally aspirated V12 engine, and, in a further homage to the McLaren F1, a traditional 3-seat layout. The Gordon Murray T50 has a claimed top speed of 220 miles per hour, 354 kph. Official acceleration numbers have not yet been released. 6. Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus. $5,740,000. Most expensive cars 2021 Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus looks digital. At almost double the cost of the Jesko and the Murray T50, Bugatti's Chiron Supersport 300 Plus provides speed and power alongside the beauty that truly makes a Bugatti a Bugatti. Under the hood of each car leaving this historic supercar manufacturer lie decades of expert craftsmanship and years of automotive artistry. Bugattis often go for several million, and Bugatti wants you to know that, feel that, every time you see one. The sinuous curves it wears on its sleek facade are futuristic. It gets a mind-bending 1,577 horsepower from a quad-turbocharged 8LW16 motor. Years ago, this vehicle was the first to break the then golden speed barrier of 300 miles per hour, or 483 kph, and so, much like the most expensive car in the world, this Bugatti has a claim to fame that will never allow its value to depreciate. The Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus accelerates from 0-100 kph, 0-60 mph, in 2.4 seconds. It reaches a top speed of just over 300 miles per hour, or 483 kph, and, as a perk, does have a basic infotainment system that syncs with both Apple and Android products. Only 30 have ever been sold. 5. Bugatti Divo. $6 million. Most expensive cars 2021 Bugatti Divo looks digital. Bugatti's reputation for luxurious, expensive supercars continues with the next 2 cars in our ranking, starting with the 2021 Divo. Bugatti's Chiron was such a success that the Divo, a car that closely follows it, has several similar features. However, the Divo is more exotic looking and much more exclusive. Only 40 Divos will be produced and sold. Each has already been spoken for. Its updates include a better suspension, a much lighter frame for increased speed, and a new dorsal fin. Inside, the Divo houses an 8.0 LW16 engine with 4 turbochargers. As a result, The Devo has 1,500 horsepower, an acceleration of just over 0-100 kph, 0-62 mph, in 2.4 seconds. Its top speed? 380 kilometers per hour, or 236 miles per hour. 4 Bugatti Cento DC. $9 million. Most expensive cars 2021 Bugatti Cento DC, looks digital. Bugatti's 2021 Cento DC will be even more exclusive. Only 10 of these luxurious hypercars will be sold. Each has found a happy buyer already, despite the high price. Bugatti, already a brand known for unique bodywork and luxurious comfort features, has sought to give the Cento DC everything possible to make it memorable and completely decadent. With a 1,577 HP quad-turbo W16, it may not be the fastest Bugatti currently on the road, but it is the quickest accelerating. This car will make up for that, bringing performance and luxury to spare. Bugatti has posted a claimed 0-62 mph, or just over 0-100 kph, acceleration of 2.4 seconds. The Cento DC will have a top speed of 236 miles per hour, or 379 kph, distinctly less than the Chiron, but this hypercar makes up for it with its distinct modern aesthetic. 3. Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta. $17,600,000. Most expensive cars 2021 Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta, looks digital. The Zonda was the first car out of the Pagani Automobili Auto House. Years ago, production should have ceased, favoring the Huayra. Instead, Pagani has come out with many different special editions of the Zonda. Unfortunately, the Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta is also the most expensive car that you can't buy. Only 3 vehicles were ever made of this unique, specific version of the Zonda. When last sold, one of these vehicles went for $17.6 million. Its acceleration is 0-60 mph or 0-100 kph in 3.4 seconds. The Zonda HP Barchetta can reach a top speed of 355 kph or 220 miles per hour. 2. Bugatti La Voiture Noire. $18,700,000. Most expensive cars 2021 Bugatti La Voiture Noire, looks digital. In 2019, Bugatti made a brilliant branding decision when rolling out their latest supercar. Instead of a flashy introduction and name geared to thrill, the French manufacturer opted for a restrained, minimalistic, and instantly iconic title. La Voiture Noire. The black car. No other description necessary. Although, going into details doesn't interrupt the awe of this gorgeous vehicle with a sky-high price. It's got a carbon fiber shell that's sculpted by hand, a quad-turbo W16 8.10L engine that produces 1,500 horsepower, and an acceleration of 0-100 kph, 0-60 mph, in 2.4 seconds. Its top speed is 420 kph, 260 mph, and its overall performance is precision engineered by an auto house famous for producing the most powerful cars in the world for decades on end. 1. 1963 Ferrari 250 GTO. $70 million. Most expensive cars 2021 1963 Ferrari 250 GTO, looks digital. For the most expensive car of all time, we turn to history. After all, if you're investing in a gorgeous supercar, it should be one that can tell you a good story. In 1964, the 250 GTO won the Tour de France automobile, marking the 9th year in a row that Ferrari won that race. Only 36 of these cars were made between 1962 and 1963. The specific Ferrari that's the most expensive in the world, at an unbelievable $70 million price point, was victorious not only in the Tour de France, but it also placed in the Le Mans. With a top speed of 174 miles per hour and an acceleration of 0-100 kph, 0-60 mph, in 6.1 seconds, its stats certainly don't thrill today's auto enthusiast by itself. However, in the 60s, it was the fastest in the world and, now, decades later, It remains the most expensive car in the world of all time by a long shot. Some term this beautiful car the Picasso of the motoring world, others, the Holy Grail of Ferraris. What is the most expensive car ever? The 1963 Ferrari 250 GTO, and, frankly, that's unlikely to change anytime soon. The current owners of the most expensive car of all time include American fashion designer Ralph Lauren, Pink Floyd drummer Nick Mason, and John A. Shirley, the former president and COO of Microsoft.